run through the tape. In life, never give up, run through the tape.
Hey, it's a game break. And we got Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers coming up at Oracle to take on Golden State. And I know he does this all the time, but it's still pretty impressive when Steph Curry does this pregame from off the court.
And he makes it every time.
I know.
He's like Meadowlark.
But we just never show it when he misses it, I guess.
He's like Meadowlark Lemon with the Globetrotters when he used to make that half-court shot. He made it every time.
Yeah. Anyway, we're Studio J. Ernie Johnson, Shaq's here. Isaiah Thomas is here. Tracy McGrady is here. A lot of love in the studio. The game you just saw swung in the third quarter when Chicago outscored Miami 33-8. Derrick Rose, his second game, Isaiah.
I thought he played well. I thought he was aggressive. And again, this is what you like to see. And this is what the Chicago bench and everyone in Chicago is happy about, the explosion that he appears to have and the confidence that he has in those legs right now.
You know what was good seeing him is that he played 19 minutes last night and 20 minutes tonight. That's a real good sign for the Bulls.
Powell, tough down low.
Whiteside chicken, older fella, still putting up doubles every night, playing great.
But look at Hassan Whiteside go into the paint and then nicely.
Oh, you score, I score already.
I got your back.
Goran Dragic in the second quarter. And this was a totally Miami second quarter. They outscored Chicago 33-12, and somehow Dragic got that thing to go.
Yeah, the bad thing about that, you got to play 2 more quarters.
Excellent point by T-Mac. D-Wade. Tough shooting night for D-Wade, just 4 out of 20, but got that one to fall. And then the story of the first half was Michael Beasley.
You know, he came out, he played with a lot of enthusiasm, celebration right there. He didn't play that much in the second half. I don't know about
What's up, big? They want you to celebrate after a big shot like that in Miami?
I don't know.
That's how they do it, huh?
Him playing 6 minutes second half, I don't understand that.
They finished the half 29-6, and then here comes that ridiculous third quarter. And you're just going to see a series of Chicago buckets right there.
No.
Yeah, that was Noah. And here's Derrick Rose off glass.
Definitely a tale of 2 quarters. Miami 33 in the second quarter. Chicago comes back with a 33-point third quarter.
With a better defensive effort.
Yeah, 3 for 22 the Heat shot from the field in the third quarter.
Old teammate, shout out to Aaron Brooks.
Aaron Brooks still getting it done.
He is.
Off the Chicago.
That little guy can play. He averaged 20 in this league before. He can score the ball.
Mike Dunleavy, top 10 in three-point percentage in the league, cans that. And then here's Aaron Brooks.
I always talk about the word having a switch. Chicago recognized they didn't play well in the first half, and they flipped that switch, and here come the Bulls.
D-Wade struggling in the fourth. Talked about the 4 for 20.
Definitely a night where he struggled. Chicago came out. They turned the defense up on him. They were making shots in transition. But Wade had a very tough night. And Miami's not going to win very many games when he goes 4 for 20.
Yeah, not only him going 4 for 20, but Luol Deng, the other side kid, going 3 for 13. Them guys combined for 17 points tonight. To beat a team like Chicago is great defensively. You're going to have to be efficient.
Yeah, you talked about, Isaiah, about needing more out of Luol Deng. He had 8 tonight. You want him up there 15 to 18 a night for these guys.
Absolutely. He had a 3 for 13 night where he didn't score. And Deng needs to score for Miami to be successful and for them to be a threat.
Nicola!
Yeah, fear the beard again for Mirotic. And the Chicago Bulls, with Derrick Rose playing about 20 minutes, come from 19 down at the half and win it 89-78, snapping a little 2-game losing streak. They got Philadelphia, Brooklyn, and Atlanta to finish the season. Miami, meantime, has lost 5 out of 6 and 8 of 11. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
I think you might be right.
I just don't think. I think that loss really hurt. Here are the numbers. The tail of the tape on that third quarter: 33-8, 3 for 22 shooting, and just 1 assist on those 3 made buckets. And so here are the standings. And Chicago now into the 3-hole. The team that really loves these standings is the Atlanta Hawks because Cleveland's 2, Chicago is 3. They would have to meet in the conference semifinals rather than have the Hawks face one of those in the conference semis, assuming they get through the first round. And Miami in the 10-hole, 44 losses now. Boston and Brooklyn are up there, and even though Miami would win tiebreakers over those two, they lose the tiebreaker to the Pacers. I don't know. I think it's asking a lot to make up that ground here down the stretch, especially the way Boston and Brooklyn have been playing in the second half.
Yeah, those two teams are playing really well. They're clicking on all cylinders, and then with Brooklyn, they have 3 former All-Stars in terms of Lopez, who's playing well.
Oh, he's playing
Joe
lights
Johnson,
out.
D. Will, now he's playing well again. And in Boston right now, they're young, they're energetic. Since the trade, Isaiah Thomas is playing well. So and I think they're really starting to gel down in Boston with their young, energetic, athletic team. So I think Miami's going to have a very difficult time leapfrogging over Brooklyn and also Boston.
Boston's got the 3rd best record in the Eastern Conference since the All-Star break at 16-11. Indiana's 14-10 behind them. Brooklyn is 15-11. Wow. And those are the teams that Miami now is trying to catch with only 3 games left, Shaq.
Yeah, tough loss tonight. They came out in the first half. They had great energy. I was like, hey, somebody must have gave a speech. But T-Mac, alluded to it earlier. 2 halves, second half, not a lot of energy, not a lot of Michael Beasley. Tough loss tonight. I have to agree with you, Ernie. Might be done for Miami.
Not even Glory Road can save them now?
No. Not Haskins.
All right.
Shed.
Meantime, Western Conference action coming up next. Portland at Golden State. And you talk about matchups in the playoffs, and do you want to play these guys? You want to play these guys? We asked LaMarcus Aldridge about that.
I don't really get into I would take this team over this team. I've done that in my past before, and it backfired. So you never know, what can happen. I think Houston was happy to have us last year, and then we ended up beating them. So, I don't pick anyone. I think if we take care of business and we focus on getting better every night, and anybody can lose to us.
I mean, you try to handicap the Western Conference playoffs at this point. You absolutely cannot, because too much can happen. All we know is Golden State is 1 and Dallas is 7. Those are the only things in concrete at this point. But look at those records and how close they are, and how, things can just change. Portland knows it'll be a top 4 team as a division winner. But they might open up on the road in the playoffs against a 5 seed with a better record.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right. In the Western Conference, you really can't pick your poison, so to speak. Now, if Portland was playing in the East, they definitely would, say, well, we want to play this team or play that team. But in the West right now, every team is good. Every matchup is going to be a nightmare of a matchup. So you really just have to focus and really take care of your business.
T-Mac, who's the favorite in the West right now?
San Antonio.
I think they are rolling right now.
They're rolling right now. A team that's been back-to-back finals, they know how to win. And at this point of the season, they're my favorites.
Golden State is 64-15, or they're 63-15. Do you feel as strongly about Golden State now as you did earlier in the season?
Yes, I do, because I don't want to use the word perfection, but they've maintained close to perfection. Every now and then they'll have a bad game, but they always bounce back like they've been in the league 10, 15 years. They play super unselfish ball. Kudos to Coach Kerr. I know he walked into a great situation, but, he's, giving them a little lift, and they're playing well. And that's why Steph Curry is my MVP.
They have lost their last 2 games, which ties their longest losing streak of the season. Golden State has not lost 3 games in a row all season long, trying to avoid that tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers. It is just about game time. It is time to head out to Oakland. That's just where the Warriors play.
I think I played in San Francisco.
Lewis Johnson. Fellas,